Hey guys, it's Robin. I wanted to jump on here and do a quick video on how to change out your Multipure filter. So I always recommend the acrylic base because it makes it really easy when it's time to change out the filter, just to pop it out to change it. If you have it mounted to the wall, then the best thing would probably be to take these off that are on the top. So if these are on, and I've done it both ways. If these are on the top, you can unscrew these and then just pull the whole thing out. Sometimes I don't like to take these out. It's just easier to leave them attached, especially because I have mine hooked up to an ionizer. So I get a bucket and put it under, or a big bowl, right? And put it under the unit, hold this up, put this inside the bucket. Make sure you turn off your water first. I have done it twice now where I've forgotten to turn off the water. Don't do that. And then the bucket goes under this, right? So it'll catch the water because this thing will be full of water. So then you start loosening this. So I can tell you right now, if your water is not turned off and you try to loosen this, it's gonna be super hard. I was like, man, why is this so hard? And I kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then finally, when it got a little pressure released in it, the water just started going everywhere. It was on the ceiling. So please turn off your water first and then test to make sure it's off. So keep loosening that and then this thing will pop out, okay? This will slide off. You can slide it probably down because you're gonna have the John Guest adapter kits on the top if you're doing it under the sink. If you have taken the whole thing out, then it doesn't matter, right? So you take this off, up or down, it doesn't matter. And then this comes apart. So there will be a filter in here. It will be screwed to the top part, right? So you'll just have to unscrew it. It might be brown or yellow or kind of gross depending on where you live. They recommend that it be changed out yearly. I start testing my water at about 10 months because I use a lot of water and I share a lot of water with people. So at 10 months, I start testing it and I'll show you how I test it in a minute. So the new filter, they always come with a paper around them. So make sure you remove the paper. And then this gets, so this is still hooked up underneath my sink, how I have it, because I have the John Guest adapter kits on the top, right? So I am under my sink doing this. It's kind of tight, but you only have to do it once a year. So it doesn't take that long. So you screw this into the top. This is actually the AquaPremier filter replacement in my AquaPerform. So those are interchangeable, FYI. If you want any more info on those two, I can give it to you. Okay, then that drops in there. Old filter gets thrown away. And then you want to make sure when you put the ring back around it, that it's fit really well on all the sides. And then go ahead and put that to where it locks and then tighten it up again. Hand tightening's fine. You don't need any tools to do it. And like I said, when you're removing it, it shouldn't be crazy hard. If it's crazy hard, your water's probably still on. Go ahead and turn it off. Highly recommend turning your water off. Tighten it really well. Once it's tight, give it a few extra turns because you don't want water coming out. And then drop it back in your acrylic base and you're good to go for another 10 months, 11 months, year. So how do I test my water? So starting at about 10 months, and normally you can smell the chlorine. I have chlorine drops in my kitchen sink. So one of these is my filtered water and one is my tap water. We're gonna quickly be able to tell which is which because I changed out my filter not that long ago. So I just keep chlorine drops in my kitchen and starting at about 10 months, every once in a while I will drop them and see. That's definitely my tap water. That's disgusting. Don't wash your produce with that. Don't boil your pasta with that. Don't cook your rice with that and don't make your coffee with that. Yuck. So I figure if the chlorine's coming through, so is everything else. All those other nasty contaminants I don't want. And then this should be nice and clean. And it is, that's my filtered water. So I am good. I don't need to change it yet. And that's how I test. So I actually have a couple extra bottles of chlorine drops. So the first 4 people to send me an email and say, I would like some chlorine drops, please, I am happy to send them to you. So thanks for listening. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. Bye.